Hello everybody, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. My name is Jack and today we have got the first ever it's first ever for us anyway, Beijing Grand Prix in Formula 3. I assume they've been there before. We've been here before. But they weren't last season. Obviously got voted in to replace Singapore? I think it was Singapore. So we got that race. We obviously played the Dubai race. We finished 8th, so we got some points, and Eaton finished bottom. Well, not quite, because as you can see, there's been loads of crashes. 2 people got parts banned, so they got demoted, and there was a retirement as well. So a lot of stuff happened in that. But she still finished last, which wasn't great. But Sims got 4 points, which it's not great. It's okay. We are still sitting bottom. It's still fucking called Hispanic Racing Team. But it's bottom, but you know, we're only touching distance from 8th. So it's not the end of the world. It's not that far from mid-table, to be fair. It's not the end of the world. So hopefully we can do well in Beijing. I believe Beijing's like 41 laps. Yeah, 41 laps of 2 miles. So we're going to have to wait and see whether maybe the tyres go long enough to do like a no-stopper in a 41 lap race, because they're only short laps, but we'll have to wait and see. The car's looking okay, like the rear wing and the brakes are looking very, very good at the moment. We are working on performances, because reliability is all sorted out, so hopefully the car can improve a little bit, but it does feel like we've gone backwards from last season, which isn't... Sorry about that, someone knocked at the door. I can't remember what I was going about. Oh yeah, car. I feel like the car performances has gone backwards since last season, which isn't great. It's either that or everyone's improved. We just haven't improved enough. But hopefully the car's getting there. Sims is going to continue getting the best parts because he's the one who, you know, he got the points in the last race, so Eaton finished bottom. We are very secure because we got the points. I can't remember where we said we'd finish last season. 7th, this season, 7th or above. So it's a bit risky, but we are very secure. It did go down to like half at one point, but we are very secure at the moment. Money-wise, it's not great. It's not great whatsoever. We have got a sponsorship coming up, so maybe when the Yahoo goes, we can get some decent sponsorship that can tie us over for a little bit. I didn't realise our marketability was so high as well. That's decent. But we continue to crack on. We continue to move, and hopefully we, as you can see, we just need... The headquarters are the worst in the grid because of the money issues at the moment. But everything else, we're quite good. And the car is not great, obviously, but everything else, we're decent. We're getting there. So that's a good platform to go off, in my opinion. But if we go into the Beijing race, and hopefully, like I said, we can carry on getting points. And I think we're gonna... I don't think we built... Oh, we have built parts. Oh, okay. Okay, so... Beat a rear wing. But I can't remember what parts we've made since the last episode, but obviously we built a rear wing recently, which is now a good rear wing. And Sims can have that, which is excellent. I'm nervous for this race. Don't know why. Don't know why whatsoever, but like usual, what we do is we do practice, and then I'll come back to you. Hopefully I've moved the camera, and I'll come back to you when it's race day. Before we go into it, as expected, the tyres aren't quite... If it rains, like in the race, you could potentially get away with a no-stopper, but the normal tyres, like the softs and the mediums, aren't quite going to be good enough. So we'll start the race on mediums, I think, and then we'll go on to softs. Or maybe should we do 2 softs? What was it, 41? Yeah, I think we'll try it, because usually a medium and a soft is for I want to try and start changing tactics so we can move to the top of the grid, and the softs are a better tyre for that, because obviously they're faster. So we're going to go with 2 softs. That's the tactic on both of them. 2 softs for the race. Right, practice done for another day. Eaton, once again, her car's just not good. Her car's just not good for some reason. But Sims is... Sims finished 8th in practice, which is decent. Obviously, we got Sims' car finished earlier, I think. Not just because we picked to finish his car earlier, just the way it was. But we tried both tactics. Usually what we do, we have the lap and then all out on the pace lap, if you will. And it's not like we didn't do that with Eaton. We did that with Eaton as well. We got 15%, I think, for the first time on both race trim and soft tyres, which is fantastic to see. So unless it rains, then hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, we did both that strategy in practice like we usually do with both Eaton and Simpsons. Eaton, I don't know if it's her car or just her. I'm not too sure, but she's just not having a good time with it at the moment, which is horrible to see. Horrible to see, but we're going to crack on. Hopefully, a great start from Eaton there. Fantastic start from Eaton. You can see that half the grid who are at the bottom starting on mediums, so he should be faster than those at least. It's just trying to outwit the big boys in the league. Let's go 4 times. Outwit the big boys. And Eaton's doing very well here. Very, very well. Sims is fighting for position. He's in a massive pack at the end there. Right in the middle of it as well, so he can't really go anywhere. As Eaton's got a little bit of space to work with. She is dropping down a little bit, but she's got a bit of space to work with, which is great to see. But as you can see, 40 laps remaining. It's going to be... They are short laps. Like I said, they're only 2 miles long. But we're going to have to keep an eye. Obviously, we pit halfway through. Pit about lap 19 and 20. Because the tyre wear can only go for so long. Oh, Eaton's dropped straight down to where Sims is now. But yeah, it's just... I don't know, man. It's just... I do feel like we've gone backwards since the first season, which is unbelievable. I don't know how we've managed that. But it's just a bit worrying. Because I was hoping to get out of Formula 3 fairly quick. And it just hasn't been the case whatsoever. And this race looks like it's quite possibly gonna be no points at this stage, which is annoying. Obviously, we can't really push these set of tyres either because they haven't got much life in them on this circuit. So Sims has overtaken Ian now. Let's crack over to Sims. I know it's not much change in what we're going to see, but Sims looks like he's flying. There we go, he's flying now, Sims. He's starting to get up the grid. Oh my god, that 17 just flew through that chicane. I think it was the chicane anyway. Flew through it, and yeah. Eaton once again just dropping to the back of the grid. Absolutely nothing she can do at the moment. Whereas Sims, he's still fighting. He fought to get 17th and lost 18th, which is not great. They're flying out of those corners. I realise my mistake now. I should have gone for one of them on mediums to get a lot more of the a lot more lap time. But you know, we live and we learn. We live and we learn on this game, like usual. We're still in there with a shout. We're still in the pack. It's just I don't think we're going to get any points in this race, which isn't great. I've just realised I haven't moved the bloody camera, have I? So, oh my god, the game's gone again. Oh my god. There we go. Camera's moved. Camera has moved. God, I'm an idiot. I was just about to come back to say Eaton was now at the bottom again. But someone's crashed. Kyrie's crashed. He's absolutely binned it. I don't know where he crashed. Just in the first turn. Turn 1. He sent it through turn 1 and put it in the wall. By the looks of it. But yeah, Eaton is bottom of the grid again. Holding the grid up. I mean, look, she's losing so much time as well. So much time. And I don't know how to... Maybe next year we have to bring another driver in and maybe Eaton becomes our reserve driver because she's just not putting the performances in. Look how much time she's losing. We'll push the engine mode high. We have got the reliability. Push it high on both of them until they get at least to where they are on the fuel kind of thing. But once again, it's just, I don't know what to do in terms of, obviously, money on the car would be good, but as you can see, the finances aren't great. So at the moment, we're kind of mudded ourselves in a way, for whatever reason. I can't think. Maybe we spend money on the HQ when we shouldn't have done and just concentrate on the car. Not too sure. Not too sure. But 28 laps remaining once Sims crossed the line there. And we continue to just fight in the back of the pack. And, yeah, that's not... A bit worrying. Oh, someone's crashed and the safety car is coming in. It was someone at the bottom. It was someone who was around where Eaton was. Oh, I didn't realise he had so low tyres. They didn't warn us about that. Yeah, we're going to have to come in then. Bloody hell. He's on much... I didn't realise. He's going to have to come in again if he's on softs. Fucking hell. I've messed this right up. I was just pitting Eaton. So Sims has come out 19th still. Eaton's actually gained a place to 21st, which is great to see. But we've just lost so much time. Oh, I've messed this right up. Royal cock up on my part. We're just going to finish this race, I think, and I'll come back to you whenever something happens, because we're just going to keep on fighting at the back of the grid. So unless the whole... Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself. Sims is getting back, flying up the grid. It's up to 17th now. Eaton's even... I was going to say Eaton overtook someone then, but lost the position straight away. And now Sims is dropping back. You see a little glimmer of hope. And it's just ripped away from me. It's like Football Manager. Sims has now dropped back to 20th, and we occupy 2 spots in the bottom 3. We're shit, ain't we? We're so shit. This is such a reality check that we're a good few seasons away from Formula 2. I think this is what we needed. Such a reality check. It also didn't help that I messed up the tactics as well. Properly messed up the tactics. Where's 20 seconds? 20 seconds is in that group with first. He's so far behind, that sergeant. What's happened to him then? Did he repair while the safety car was in? And couldn't quite get back out in time? Because that is mental. Look, if you see on the mini-map, he's just ahead of 6th. So we're not going to finish bottom unless we crash. We're not going to finish bottom, which is, big dub. But Sims has managed to work his way up to 19th. I think Zhao took a little bit of a wide corner on the last turn, and Sims managed to take it, which is good to see. You do love to see it. It's so demoralising. You think you're doing well. This season has just been a disaster, and it's just a case of let's try not to get sacked by Shahid in the second season of this save, because that would be rather embarrassing. It's just like the Football Manager save that I brought back with Sheffield. It's got sacked in 10 episodes. Right, we're going to push the tyres of Eaton because we have conserved them for a little bit too long. What we're going to do is we're going to go for it with Sims, because I did realise he's now joined the pack. It isn't far off the points. It's a lot. He's 9 seconds, 10 seconds behind. But if he can get a few places here, that would be good. He's up to 70. He's up to 17th. We'll just have to keep an eye on... I think Eaton would just... Race has gone with Eaton. Just leave it to it. He's gone back to 17th. So there's a good battle going on. It's getting overtaken by... Oh, he's managed to defend it somehow. But the guys need repairs. and he's still struggling. Still struggling. We need to keep an eye on fuel. Going back to neutral tyres because the heating of the tyres are going a little bit too high for my liking. See, we did that, and we just didn't gain any spots, and we nearly got overtaken by a car who needs repairs. It's just something it's just, ugh. That's my, ugh. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about all this, ugh. And the teams above us have got points as well. So infuriating. So infuriating. Let's just drop down there. You're back on medium heat, so you can drop back. We've got 3-4 laps to go. Someone came in the pits. Was that Sargent? No, someone came in the pits for some whatever reason. And lost a lot of time, so he's probably still going to catch up with Eaton. Sims is fighting for 16th, though. Where was he? People are pitting. You madman. Absolutely madman. Sims is up to 16th. Why are people pitting? I just don't get it. I just don't understand. Maybe because they did what we did with Sims, and if we had gone soft tyres on Sims, we would have to pit again. Maybe they did that. But I'm not 100% sure. But Sims is 16th, which is actually a bit of a result in this race. A little bit of a result. So we take it. Alessi, the guy behind Eaton in 21st, just set the fastest lap. So I told you he was going to catch up, but it is the final lap now. The first has just crossed the line. It's the final lap, and we are going to go for it. We fucking move. Not on the tyres, because the tyres are already knackered. But 16th, we're not going to catch 15th, I don't think. As long as we keep 16th, I'll be quite happy with that in terms of this race. Because what a shit show it's been. Can he get 15th? That's the question. He's got one more turn to try and outbrake him, but he doesn't. And we got 16th. That was all right, apparently. And Eaton obviously finished 20th. Not last. So she's improved. She's improved. Not last. But we got away with it because people were pitting as well. At the end, 2 people pitted. So that's annoying. So I think we'd be down to 5 mil now. Not going well. Not going well. I'm hoping 7 cars get banned so we can get some points, shit out some points. No one got bans. We are mudded. We really are mudded. It's the fact that the teams around us are getting points as well. Braun GP managed not to get any points in the end, which helped us massively. I don't know how they've managed that. See, look, Volvo were down. I think Volvo finished bottom or something. And Maserati were down there as well. I swear, last season. So they've improved massively. And we just. That's all I mean. I think we've gone backwards from the first season. And everyone else has just improved. This is a trying time. And it's only the second bloody season and it's a trying time. Bloody hell. I thought I'd get this in like Formula 2, like trying not to get relegated, not the Formula 3. I set such a high expectation for ourselves this season because I thought we were going to do well as well. Mudded myself. Let's see how much finances we got. I think it's going to be like 5 mil, something like that. Shahid's fuming. 5.8 mil. Ferrari 1-2. Look at that. Right. I'm going to have a little think. There's not much I can do, but I'm going to have a little think on what we can do in terms of how much finances we got and what parts I can make that can improve the car. We've got 3 races left of the season. We've got Guildford, Tondela and Brazil, is it? America, that's it, Phoenix. So, Guildford, Tondela and Phoenix. And we need to get a result. We need to get a good result in one of these to survive. It's going to be an interesting long think of what I can do in terms of fixing this car. Right, if you did enjoy that, please subscribe, like the video and all that jazz. I think we got around 300 now, which was fantastic. Thank you very much. It means a hell of a lot to me. I think for the second time, I'm not too sure. I think we hit 300, and then just when we started Motorsport Manager, and then I think a few Football Manager people, when they realised it wasn't Football Manager, they unsubscribed, which is fair enough. And then we managed to get ourselves back up to 300 again. So decent, cracking stuff there. But yeah, like, subscribe, and next episode is going to be better. It's going to be more upbeat. We're going to win a race. We're not going to win a race, but I shall see you for. We'll probably go straight to the. In fact, yeah, shall we do that? We go straight to the last race of the season. I think we will. We go straight to Phoenix next season. Is it next season? This season. Yeah, and we're going to go straight to Phoenix. Last race of the season, that's what we're going to do. Straight to Phoenix. And hopefully I'll be a bit more upbeat. Hopefully we've got some points in between or something like that. Like, subscribe, and I shall see you for that Phoenix race.